And there's actually a number of passages here in Isaiah where he talks about and reminds people of his covenantal faithfulness. And so as you read 2 Nephi chapter 7 through 8, look for, how does God describe himself? What does he say that he has done for the people, or what he will do? And then what does he talk about what he expects the people to do, or what they have or have not done? And that can help elucidate what Isaiah is talking about. And then we can think about, Jacob is trying to encourage the people of Nephi to trust God. God has not moved. He is still there, full of grace, full of mercy. He is the Holy One of Israel who had saved their ancestors in the wilderness and led them to the promised land. And you had marked a couple of passages about that.
Yeah, what I wanted to show you here is, so it would be a great exercise for you to jump into 7 and 8. But first of all, make sure you get the context that Jacob gives us from chapter 6. Let me give you just a couple of examples to empower you to hopefully have a better experience than you've ever had before reading Isaiah and the Book of Mormon. Look at verse 5 of chapter 6. This is Jacob's intro here. Now the words which I shall read are they which Isaiah spake concerning all the house of Israel. Wherefore they may be likened unto you, for ye are of the house of Israel. Again,
Hebrew, Greek.
You can take the Hebrew level, because yeah, you're part of this big group, but also don't leave out the I level, that individual that, oh wow, this applies to me directly, regardless of what anybody else does. It's pretty profound. Now look at verse 10. Again, thinking of the big group as well as you. After they have hardened their hearts and stiffened their necks against the Holy One of Israel, which we've all done, behold, the judgments of the Holy One of Israel shall come upon them, and the day cometh that they shall be smitten and afflicted. Wherefore, after they are driven to and fro, for thus saith the angel, many shall be afflicted in the flesh, and shall not be suffered to perish, because of the prayers of the faithful, they shall be scattered and smitten and hated. Nevertheless, the Lord will be merciful unto them, that when they shall come to the knowledge of their Redeemer, they shall be gathered together again to the lands of their inheritance. We can see this through the history of the house of Israel, and I hope you can see this and sense this with regards to your loved ones who maybe have struggled and perhaps strayed from the covenant path. And if you read it through both of those lenses, I can promise you that you're going to have a better experience reading these chapters of Isaiah here, chapter 7 and 8, where he's going to be laying this out for us, what God has done for us, even though we've been completely unfaithful at certain times.